Informing, educating, empowering,
improving the way you do business in an industry that's anything but static.
You're listening to the Agent Survival Guide podcast. In today's episode, we're prepping for the ACA, Open Enrollment Period, going over certification details, resources, and more. 2024 ACA Exchange and FFM Certification Info, written by Emily Ryan. It's time to start preparing for the 2024 Open Enrollment Period. We'll discuss all the certification changes and important updates that you need to be aware of for the upcoming plan year. Keep listening to learn what to expect from the federally facilitated marketplace certification and state exchange trainings. Let's start with the 2023 marketplace training deadlines. As you begin to prepare for the 2024 OEP, keep in mind that many exchanges have closed their new agent registrations and trainings for 2023, and that the 2023 FFM certification closed 2 new agents on July 14th, 2023. Agents certified to sell ACA products in 2023 will need to certify for 2024 to sell during the OEP and next year. Let's talk 2024 FFM certification and exchange registrations. The 2024 FFM certification is live and available through the CMS Enterprise Portal Marketplace Learning Management System, or MLMS for short. For agents utilizing Health Sherpa, this training will also be available on the CMS Enterprise Portal. FFM certification is only required for agents selling in the federal exchange. If you only sell products in a state-based exchange, you'll need to complete the appropriate state-specific training. Some state exchanges open agent trainings as early as mid-July. We'll get into training details and dates in just a moment, but I do want to mention that the information we're covering, like the state-based exchange info, can be found in both our certification center and in the blog version of this episode. We will have those links for you in the notes. Now, to view details in the certification center, you must have a ritterim.com login. We can't make that information public quite yet, so if you want to view that info and you do not have an account, registration is simple. Just fill out the form and you'll get access. Last note that I want to make sure I mention here. All agents must update their MLMS profile on the CMS Enterprise Portal in addition to completing the 2024 training course to be considered ready to sell. Okay, notes and disclaimers in mind. Let's get into some important dates for the ACA exchanges that Ritter Insurance Marketing is active in. We'll start with the federal exchange. Training opened on August 2nd, 2023, and can be completed through the CMS portal, Health Sherpa, or InXS Cloud. The deadline for recertification is to be determined. 2024 certification will allow agents to sell for the remainder of 2023. So when you complete that certification now, you'll be able to sell for the remainder of the year in addition to coverage year 2024. Moving on to the states. Georgia will operate as a state-based exchange on the federal platform for 2024. So, agents must complete the FFM certification if you want to sell ACA plans in Georgia. And quick note, agents are required to maintain or obtain active accident and sickness licensure in Georgia. So keep that in mind. In Maryland, 2024 agent registration opened on August 1st, 2023. No deadline for research training in Maryland just yet, but like the federal exchange, completing the 2024 certification will allow an agent to sell for the remainder of 2023. New Jersey, as of the time of recording, has no set dates for the close of 2023 training, the opening of 2024 training, or recertification training deadlines. Keep listening, though. When we get word, we will do our best to include that info in an upcoming Friday 5 episode. Here in Pennsylvania, 2024 training opened on August 16th, 2023, and completing 2024 certification lets agents sell for the remainder of 2023. No word yet of a deadline for recertification training to be completed. Finally, Virginia. Their 2024 training course opened on August 11th. If an agent completed the 2023 FFM certification, they can take a shorter training for 2024. Always get excited about that. However, if agents have not completed the 2023 FFM certification, they must take the full Virginia training program for 2024 and the FFM certification. That work must be completed by October 10th, 2023, in order to be considered ready to sell on the Virginia exchange by the start of OEP on November 1st, 2023. Couple more important things to mention. Continuing education units. These differ from state to state as far as what counts and how many of each type of credit you need. Health Sherpa, for example, is an approved vendor for the FFM certification. So they are offering agents in the following states continuing education units for plan year 2024. Alabama, Arkansas, Arizona, Colorado, Connecticut, Washington, D.C., Delaware, Florida, Hawaii, Iowa, Idaho, Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Maryland, Montana, Mississippi, North Carolina, North Dakota, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Mexico, Ohio, Oklahoma, Oregon, South Carolina, South Dakota, Tennessee, Texas, Utah, Virginia, Vermont, Washington, West Virginia, and Wyoming. Agents can also utilize InAccess Cloud, another enhanced direct enrollment partner, to participate in FFM vendor training. InAccess Cloud is offering CEU credits in Alabama, Arizona, Nebraska, North Carolina, and North Dakota. Remember, returning agents are able to take a condensed training. Agents who are new to the ACA market and did not certify or missed a recertification deadline must complete the full individual marketplace training. CMS has assembled a guide for new agents looking to complete certification and training. We will be linking to that in the episode notes. You might have heard that agents selling ACA plans in Georgia would have to complete both the FFM certification and the Georgia Access training. That is not the case, as Georgia will not be operating as a state-based exchange for the 2024 OEP. Agents only need to complete the FFM certification in order to be ready to sell. For agents who have already completed the Georgia Access training, you'll be able to roll over this certification for 2025. Or you may also elect to complete the training in order to prepare for 2025. In that case, 3 CEU credits will be offered for completing the training, so your hard work will not go to waste. There are a few things that we did not mention in this episode. There's quite a bit of continuing education information that can get unwieldy when we're talking about it here on the show. And of course, keep checking in with Ritter's Certification Center. That is the first place to get updated information. If this episode has you ready to tackle the ACA market, we will also be linking to our free ebook on selling ACA insurance plans, as well as a checklist to keep you on track as you start preparing for the OEP. To get to the episode notes, simply click on the episode title and scroll. You'll find links to resources we mentioned here on the show and so much more. Thanks for taking the time to listen today. Make sure you're following along with us so we can see you next episode. The Agent Survival Guide podcast is a production of Ritter Insurance Marketing, an integrity company. This episode was written by Emily Ryan. Script proofing by Tina Lamoureux. Script adaptation, recording, and production by me, Sarah Ruppel. Podcast design by Urban Rivera. Artwork by Vivian Zhao. Follow along with our show wherever you like to listen.